The following is a paid program and does not necessarily reflect the opinions of the staff or management of Visionary Related Entertainment.
It's time to enter the world of real estate with Hawaii's only true real estate show, the Team Lally Real Estate Show. Grab a pen and get ready to take notes. Hawaii's premier real estate leaders, ADRIENNE Lally and ATTILIO Leonardi, will bring you the latest in real estate news and real-world strategies on how they can guarantee to sell your home at a price and deadline you agree to, or they'll buy it. Now, here are your hosts, ADRIENNE and ATTILIO.
Welcome to the Team Lally Real Estate Show, home of the Guaranteed Sold program, or We'll Buy It. If you have any real estate questions, you can reach us at 633-8633. That's 633-8633, or on the web at gokoi.com. That's GOKAOI.com.
Well, hey, everybody. This is Attilio. I was on my adult size big wheel, and I was coming down Haleakala. I was drifting in the corners and pulled over for a quick water break. This lady came over, tapped me on the shoulder, started asking me a bunch of tax and legal questions. I said, those are great questions, but I highly recommend you seek the appropriate licensed professional. And then I said, but Mom, what do you think about my big wheel? And then I said, no. What I told her was, by the way, if you hear of anything on this show, legal advice, go check it out with an attorney. We recommend the attorneys with heart.
That's right.
Was that Cain and Abel?
Cain and
that's
Haran.
the two brothers from the Bible.
It's Cain and Haran.
Cain and Haran.
Yes.
And if you hear anything that's tax related, go run it past your CPA. But today, we're going to talk about real estate.
Now, those that big wheel, it's also referred to as a man trike.
Man trike. I also pluck my eyebrows. No.
All right, today's quote of the day is from Confucius. By 3 methods, we may learn wisdom. First, by reflection, which is the noblest. Second, by imitation, which is the easiest. And third, by experience, which is the bitterest.
The bitterest.
Is that even a word? Bitterest?
Yeah, Confucius. He's the one
Okay.
who, he's the one who came up with that.
Confucius
Confucius
says.
No. Might offend people, but that's what we do. If we offend you, that means you're listening.
That's right.
And we got your attention.
And this is edutainment,
and you know what?
after all.
Yeah, and there's no way to be offended. You only must take offense. But we never intended. So today we have our learning story. And these are 7 types of people that will keep you in debt. And I think that's appropriate because we're going to have the most awesome Maui lender
Yes, he'll be joining us in
later
a few
in the
minutes.
show. But we're going to tell you 7 types of people that keep you in debt. And this is from Dave Ramsey. He's an awesome financial advisor.
All right, so the first is your broke brother-in-law.
So when you're texting him, that's your BIL. Oh, wait, no, BBIL. My BBIL texted me the other day, and he wanted to borrow money.
Yes, and he leases a new car every 2 years. He's tried to pull you into some wacky multi-level scheme at least 3 times. And he somehow convinced you that your couch in the basement would be a perfect place for him and your sister to stay, just for a couple months while he looked for a job.
He's the guy that invites you over for dinner, but it's actually an Amway meeting. Number 2, your parents. Oh, you mean your parents going to keep you in debt? Tell them why.
All right. If it's normal to be in debt, then that sadly means that a lot of parents are passing along bad money advice to their kids. If your dad encouraged you to sign up for a credit card the day you turned 18 to make sure that you build your credit, then you should be extremely cautious about your dad's financial advice for a long time.
Yes. And then number 3, it's your adult kids. They're the ones riding the man trikes down Haleakala.
Would that
and
be
they should
you?
be working.
So that would be you. You should be worried about yourself.
They should be working. So on the flip side, few things in life are irritating as a boomerang kid who's 27 and unemployed and has permanently taken up residence on your couch. You know what a boomerang kid's financial advice might be? Hey, Mom, give me money. So these kids are like overgrown financial leeches. Wow, that's mean. They thrive on video games, Dr. Pepper, and living off your income. Look, we know you love the kid, but love them enough to push them off the couch and into a job. Give them time limit to find their own place. Stop mooching off of Mom and Dad. And if you got to go chain up the man trike, go ahead and do it. Tell them go get a job. Number 4
is your show-off friends.
And
did you read? Okay, this is about the Facebook envy.
Yeah.
So they're always posting on Facebook about their adventures and dining and vacations. But you know what? They're probably in debt.
They're using credit cards.
Yes.
Number 5, and I don't know if we can get to them all.
I think we can quickly.
Okay, I'm going to slow down now. So your college professor from 10 years ago or now, what about him?
Well, what about him? He might have.
At that rate, we're going to run into the break.
He might have told you about the adjustable rate mortgage or car leases or whole life insurance. You bought that advice at first. You were young and naive, but now you should know better.
Yeah.
When you hear that voice telling you how much sense does it that it makes to take out an adjustable rate mortgage, just don't be stupid.
No, think of Dave Ramsey saying, don't be stupid.
Yeah.
Number 6, your government. Hello, they just shut down. They're running out of money. And we're going to take advice from them? They're, trillions of dollars in debt. If anyone takes the government's advice on how to manage money, God bless their soul. Have you looked at the national debt lately? But every day you'll hear a politician go on and about balancing the budget, paying off the national debt, and being more responsible with money.
All right, and then the last person are the marketers.
Yep.
All right, so this is why credit card companies make billions of dollars. They're extremely smart, and they know what they're doing. If you stick to only buying what you can afford, then marketers will never get the best of you.
Yeah.
Now, ultimately, your debt is your responsibility.
Yes.
So
right,
those are the seven people that will keep you out of debt.
Wear garlic, get your cross and your holy water. Stay away from those 7 people.
Yes.
And you work your way to being debt-free. Keep an eye out for those people. So are we getting ready to take a break?
Yes, we are. So don't go too far. When we come back from our break, we're going to have a special guest joining us. It's
with
gonna
information that will
change your life forever.
Oppan Gangnam Style.
We recommend Fidelity National Title Insurance Company for your next real estate transaction.
Through its nationwide network of direct operations and agents, Fidelity National Title provides title insurance, underwriting, escrow, and closing services to consumers.
Check them out at fidelitynationaltitle.com or fntic.com.
When buying, selling, or owning a home, we suggest that you have a home warranty from Home Warranty America. Avoid faulty appliances in your next real estate transaction.
Team Lally offers free seller's coverage on all our homes. Give us a call at 799-9596 so we can tell you how that works. Tired of waiting 2 or 3 months to finalize your home loan or refinance? Maui's Axia Home Loans has a turnaround time of 30 days or less by processing your loans locally.
Take advantage of today's low interest rates by calling our good friend Brady Spangler of Axia Home Loans. His personal cell is 264-3798. That's 264-3798. You know what I like about Axia?
What do you like about Axia?
Well, they're committed to creating sustainable home ownership through responsible lending. Hawaii NMLS ID number 27830.
When you're trying to find the best of the best, don't settle for an agent that's just like the rest. Pick a team that knows just what to do. From buying or selling, we work hard for you. Team Lally, the best real estate in the islands. 227-2703.
Welcome back. This is Adrienne.
And this is Attilio.
And you're listening to the Team Lally Real Estate Show, home of the Guaranteed Sold program, or We'll Buy It. If you have any questions, you can call us at 633-8633. That's 633-8633. Or on the web at gokaoi.com. That's GOKAOI.com.
Well, everybody, we're glad that you tuned in at this time. We have a very special guest. His name is Brady Spangler from Axia.
Axia
What's
Home
the rest
Loans.
of it? Axia.
Axia Home Loans.
Yes.
All right. So tell us about.
Give us a quick introduction.
Yes.
Basically, Axia Home Loans, we're a full-service mortgage banker and broker. We like to call ourselves a one-stop shop. We really pride ourselves on service, dependability, and accessibility, and providing sustainable home ownership within, the communities we work and live.
You're going to come over and help them recycle.
Absolutely.
And you guys have some exciting news. You just recently got approved for...
Yeah, we just recently picked up condo hotels and Canadians. So, I mean, that's a huge market here in Maui
Yeah.
and on Oahu.
Condotels and Canadians. Is that like Canadiatels?
Yeah, Canadiatels all day long. It kind of gives us that other, another market that we weren't able to operate in, and it, kind of gives us that niche. So, I mean, when you come to us, we like to call ourselves, like I mentioned before, one-stop shop. Because pretty much if we can't do it, nobody can.
So somebody just heard you and it's triggering them. They're jumping for their phone. But what's the number? What's a good number to reach you at?
264-3798.
3798. Now, I learned this from a commercial I heard. You just keep repeating it, so it's like so annoying. 264-3798. That number again, 264-3798. And in case your pen,
264-3798.
and then you're like, oh, I just got the pen. 264-3798. It worked because this guy must have repeated it like 9 times, and I was like, and I ordered the stuff.
Perfect.
All right, so Brady, we have a few questions for you. How did you get to Maui?
Well, it was kind of a long plan. One of my best friends had lived out here for about 8 years, and he's been begging my wife and I for probably 7 years to move out here. And finally, after we got married a couple years ago, we just kind of came to a self-realization. We'd been in Chicago and lost, 7 years of our life just in the big city, hustle and bustle every day, and we weren't getting any older or any younger for that matter.
Yeah.
And really, we just packed up everything, sold everything we owned, and took a road trip out west, flew 3 dogs, and here we are. The rest is history.
What's your wife's name?
My wife's name is Tracy.
Tracy. Hello, Tracy.
And a beautiful addition to our family, Haven June.
Haven.
She was born, she'll be 4 months here in a couple weeks.
And she's starting to crawl.
Yeah, she's
getting
in
mobile.
the teething stage and the mobile stage, and I don't know if it's because she's born in Maui, or she's my baby, but she's just the happiest baby alive.
That's it. I tell you, what we love about having guests on that with spouse and children is that we pick up 2 more listeners.
All right, so Brady, how did you get into the loan business?
Basically, I've been in the mortgage business for about 9 years now. One of my best friends in Chicago had kind of brought me into the business and mentored me, and the rest is history. I've got an accounting degree by nature, so I've always been a numbers guy. But really in accounting, you're not really helping people. You're just kind of in a room. Plugging numbers all, and homeownership and banking, you allow, clients and families to achieve, the dreams that they've long saved for or waited for, and it's nothing better than seeing them get the keys to their first home or helping them get out of maybe a financial stress or obligation they couldn't overcome. So it's just really about helping out people every day, and I love waking up with a smile on my face and going to work every day. There's nothing more rewarding than that.
And I think your follow-up and your availability and accessibility, it does give people a sense of relief because buying a home, having a child, getting married, those are like some very stressful and very important parts of people's lives, and they want to work with somebody that's going to make it less stressful, not more.
Absolutely. And you've got to listen to your clients, and I think a lot of bankers in my field, they don't listen, they tell, and you have to listen, see what your clients want, provide them what they want, and all the options. And I don't push anybody in any direction. They make their own decisions after I've outlined options that are available to them. So there's no forcing. It's just really, it's kind of like what works best for them.
So just educating and then giving them choices.
Speaking of education, so you mentioned earlier you guys can do condotels. That's one of them combo words like jumbo shrimp, lazy dumb beep. That's a combo word. No, it's a combo phrase. I beeped it, so we didn't get the FCC fine. At least I did that. But anyway, what's a condotel before we go to the break?
Basically, a condotel, what classifies a condotel is you're going to have a front desk. It's basically a condominium that operates like a hotel.
Okay.
And, those are so prevalent out here because the rental market is so, it's one of the best rental markets in the U.S. And that makes it, attractive for clients that don't want to live there for 12 months out of the year.
And they can income.
Yeah, income producing properties, and it's huge.
And they don't want to have to pay cash for it or what's the down on something like that?
Down is about 30%.
30%, not too bad. I was thinking 50, so that I was pleasantly surprised.
And give or take, 5 or 10% depending on certain projects or,
a little more.
Or a little less. Yeah.
Yes.
And what about for Canadians?
Canadians is going to be around 30% as well.
Oh.
So you can finance that Canadatel. with Axia.
That's right. Well,
Brady.
we do need to take a quick break, but when we come back, we have more questions for Brady.
I know you're all excited because that house you've been wanting for a long time is up for sale. But you have to be careful about this, right? You need to sell the home you're in. You don't want to get stuck paying 2 mortgages. Ooh, a lot of stress here, huh? I have a solution for you. ADRIENNE, Lally, and ATTILIO Leonardi of Team Lally. What they do is they offer a no-obligation guarantee. If they don't do their job, you're free to get out of the contract. But don't worry, you won't want to, because ADRIENNE and ATTILIO will sit down with you. You'll agree on a price and a deadline. If that deadline passes and the home isn't sold, you know what they're going to do? They're going to buy your home. How's that? Check out this success story here. Team Lally listed a home, and their client came to them because he'd lost his job and needed to relocate quickly to take advantage of another opportunity. Well, they listed the home, and within 24 hours had a full price offer on the home, and it's sold. Call the agents willing to earn your business each and every day. That's ADRIENNE Lally, ATTILIO Leonardi, and her team. That phone number is 855-951-KAOI. Or you can check them out online at GuaranteedSale.com.
Tired of waiting 2 or 3 months to finalize your home loan or refinance? Maui's Axia Home Loans has a turnaround time of 30 days or less by processing your loans locally.
Take advantage of today's low interest rates by calling our good friend Brady Spangler of Axia Home Loans. His personal cell is 264-3798. That's 264-3798. You know what I like about Axia?
What do you like about Axia?
Well, they're committed to creating sustainable home ownership through responsible lending. Hawaii NMLS ID number 27830.
When you're trying to find the best of the best, don't settle for an agent that's just like the rest. Pick a team that knows just what to do. From buying or selling, we work hard for you. Team Lally, the best real estate in the islands. 227-2703.
VIP. Let's kick it.
Welcome back. This is Adrienne.
And this is Vanilla Ice.
No.
No, it's Attilio.
And you're listening to the Team Lally Real Estate Show, home of the Guaranteed Sold program, or we'll buy it. If you have any questions, you can call us at 633-8633. That's 633-8633, or on the web at gokaoi.com. That's GOKAOI.com.
It could be possible that Vanilla Ice could be in the studio. I'm sure he's come to Maui.
Probably.
He's just not here today.
No.
Just in the song.
Yes. All right. So let's get back to we're speaking with Brady Spangler of Axia Home Loans.
By the way, his phone number is 264-3798. That's 264-3798. There you go.
And then he's got this awesome website, domain name.
Basically, www.thehonestbanker.com.
The Honest Banker.
Yes, you cannot forget that one.
All right.
Okay, so some more questions that we have for Brady. What differentiates your business?
I would say what sets Axia Home Loans and my business apart from everyone else is service. Mm-hmm. I don't ever give a decision until I've looked at all the facts and variables in the scenario. I don't overpromise and underdeliver. It's vice versa, and I do what I say I'm going to do in a timely fashion, and usually a lot shorter in the time that what we quote. So, I mean, we've got great rates, we've got the products. I mean, everybody's got all those, but I mean, when it puts us out there, what differentiates us is the service. Mm-hmm. Whether it's 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock on a Friday or Saturday, agents are working. You guys, your clients are working. Mm-hmm. 7 days a week. I mean, you got to make yourself accessible, because people can't call you on the Monday 9 to 5. They got to call you at night, and that's just really, I'm always available.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard Brady's voicemail.
Yeah,
yes.
Always picks up.
You don't even have voicemail. Your voicemail says, if you have my voicemail, I'm most likely dead or talking. Yeah. Don't leave a message. It's that bad. No. Call me back in 2 minutes. I'll probably pick up. I was going to say something, but I forgot what I was going to say.
Mr. Short-Term Memory.
Yeah, I am Mr. Short-Term Memory, and I'm proud of it.
And
what was I talking about?
All right, so on the break, we were talking about some recent success stories. I mean, I'm sure that there's many, but Brady,
that's it.
The success story?
Yeah.
Yes.
But keep going.
Yes.
It came to me, but it went away, my thought.
All right, Brady, why don't you share with us one of the most recent ones that just really stands out?
Yeah, one of my most recent ones, we get a lot of tough deals, outside the box. We deal with a lot of other lender fallout, and it's just really we think outside the box. And if the deal makes sense to us, we're going to really try to find a way to get it done. And, I had some clients. They've been to 4 local lenders. They were moving over here from Oahu, moving their business. Everything was sold, and really they were running out of time. They came into me at the 11th hour, and we ended up closing their purchase transaction in 14 days. So we were able to close, record, and fund by their targeted closing date, and it really saved them. I mean, they still to this day, they tell me how great a job my team and I did, and it just makes you feel rewarding once you get deals like that done, because if they would have hit a brick wall, who knows, they might have been renting on Oahu.
What kind of business did they sell?
Basically a waste cleanup business.
Was it a roll-off business? No, it was waste cleanup, but not like the roll-off containers?
Yeah.
Was their last name Wessel?
No.
Oh, okay. Because we had a client, they had to sell. Remember that?
Yeah, they had to sell their business.
Their roll-off.
I don't think that was.
And they wanted to move to Maui.
When
he was saying, I was like, could this be?
That was not the last. We'll talk about that later.
Or something like that.
But I just want to point out to our listeners, he's saying he got it done in 14 days. That's very impressive. Most lenders, they're not going to even try to get it done in less than 30 days. That's typical, and a lot of the times they're even asking up to 45. So the fact that Brady and his company did it in 14 days, that's just
that brought to mind. We had an offer come in on a property, and the buy side was using a lender that they wanted like 45 days plus a 15-day extension. And I said, that's 60 days. I delete the 15-day automatic. And I said, if your lender can't do it, I have one that will. And they immediately backed off. I mean, it would have been nice to get them switched over to you, but that's what we do on the sell side. And what's important about our partnerships with our lenders, they can get stuff done because everybody's pulling together to make the transaction go through. And it's important to have a good lender backing you up.
That's right. And if you can do the real tough ones and the deals that are pretty straightforward, it's like they're going to go smooth. So
here's the reason why you want to call Brady. This is what I remembered what I needed. I wrote it down. NAR, National Association of Realtors, they did a survey. 87% of consumers don't even shop for a lender. They just go with the first one.
Wow.
So they're not even checking it out or, shopping around to get a better deal. They don't know what they don't know. So on this radio show, we're telling them about 264-3798. Who's that?
That's Brady Spangler.
With Axia Mortgage, 264-3798.
And they can go visit him on the web at thehonestbanker.com. That's thehonestbanker.com.
Yeah. He used to be lying. No.
No, he was never lying.
I almost slipped into another FCC violation there, but no. So we did. We got properties. We're running out of time. We're not even going to talk about them, but you should go to our website.
Well, we do have a...
Oh, yeah. Are we taking another break?
No.
This is the end of the show.
No, it's coming up soon, but let's talk really quick about our big open house.
Estate/moving sale up in Haiku on Lepo.
Lepo Place.
You're going to look on Hana Road. We're going to put out like 40, 50 signs.
October 20th. Everything must go. All day long.
And it's an open house / garage. I mean, this is like a 1 acre property with 3 different structures on it.
And there's like a tree house. Oh, and Brady, he can loan on this home.
Yes.
So you can talk to him. He can get you pre-approved. It's an awesome property. Lots of cool stuff.
We're gonna start the signs from the airport and work our way all the way up to Haiku. We're gonna get stinky calls from the what is it? Those people that
the sign patrol.
No.
The city and county.
What's that, Gary? Help us out. They outdoor circle, and then the other guys. I don't want to say tree huggers because that's not What's up with all that? We're gonna pick them up afterwards.
Yeah, but this home's listed at $899,000. 4 homes, and I think it
has more than enough rental income to cover the mortgage.
Was it like $7,000?
Yeah.
For the rent if everything's rented out.
Come check it out.
That's right.
Next week, was it Sunday, Saturday?
October 20th. It's
October 20th. Sunday.
All right. Well, thank you for listening, and thank you to our sponsors.
Brady Spangler of Axia Home Loans.
David Sobel, Home Warranty America.
Matt Fortier, Fidelity National Title and Escrow of Hawaii. If you want to get a hold of any of our sponsors, just go to theteamlally.com and check out our business partner page under our link section.
We also want to give a big thank you to Gary, our producer here in the studio.
Chee-hoo.
Make sure to tune in next week. We're going to have an awesome guest talking about something that will change your life forever.
This is the Team Lally Real Estate Show, home of the guaranteed
sold program. If we can't sell your home at the agreed upon price and or time frame, we'll have it bought for cash. Thanks and aloha!